there's a possibility that we'll see 4 El Tráfico matches. There'll be 4 episodes of the El Tráfico rivalry this season. Listen, MLS, USL, and WSL. Listen, you're in a situation where a lot of people don't know you yet. I mean, yes, some people are aware that your games are played on ESPN Plus. Yes, some people are aware that you exist, but you're still not popular. I think all the USL teams are going to lose tonight. I don't believe that Louisville is going to beat Nashville. I don't believe that Omaha is going to beat Minnesota. And even though Sacramento is playing against the weakest team of the 3, like for all the USL teams that's playing the MLS team tonight, I think Sacramento has the best chance of winning. I think San Jose is the weaker team compared to Minnesota and Nashville. However, San Jose may pull this off because it looks as if San Jose is one of those pioneers that's trying to use this US Open Cup to revive its image. However, one of the good things about watching traditional football right now in America is that all of us who are watching it, all of us who are the spectators, not only the fans, but all of us who are also the spectators, everyone who is viewing MLS, USL, and NWSL, one of the great things is we have the opportunity to witness the sport grow. We have the opportunity to see the sport evolve from now all the way to the year 2040. We have that 20-year window to watch the sport grow and evolve. Something like that can happen in sports where owners have term limits and people get an opportunity to vote their owner into ownership. I want something like that to happen. I know this may sound a little crazy and a little far-fetched, because to see a guy like Robert Kraft still owner of the New England Revolution when he really don't care about the organization, it sucks for a Revolution fan. If you're a Revolution fan, it really sucks for you. Look, who is the boss for the New England Revolution? It's not Robert Kraft. Is it Bruce Arena? Who's the general manager? Who is the top executive for the New England Revolution? Who is the person that's calling the shots? Who is the one that has the biggest voice in that organization? El Tráfico rivalry, that is your bread and butter. That is your prize jewel. That's your Michigan-Ohio State rivalry. That's your Yankee-Red Sox rivalry. That's your Pittsburgh Steelers-Baltimore Ravens rivalry. El Tráfico is for you, MLS. So whenever you have the opportunity to showcase this rivalry to the national stage, you have to do so. You have to showcase your stars. This is when you have to have a conversation with your stars and tell them, like, look, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than your brand. This is bigger than your name. We are trying to grow the popularity of American soccer. We are trying to grow the popularity of traditional football. In order for this sport to become popular, the East Coast has to rise. The East Coast has to be good. No disrespect to Seattle and LA Galaxy. Both of you clubs have done a good job. Both of you clubs have done your part. But American traditional football, American soccer, it really needs a strong East Coast club. And not one strong East Coast club. It needs multiple East Coast clubs, because the East Coast cities, that's the bigger markets. And once the East Coast city starts doing well, the bigger markets the bigger media starts to pay attention, more exposure for the sport. This is why we need to see NYCFC, New England, Philadelphia, New York Red Bulls, Atlanta. We need y'all to start playing well. DC United, oh my God, I forgot about DC United. ATL United is the soccer king of the Southeast. ATL United is the best team in the Southeast, the best soccer team in the Southeast. MLS, USL combined, like ATL United is number one, and they just beat them. So Nashville's coming, and they're really high in confidence. And not only did they beat them in the U.S. Open Cup, but they also played them again this past Saturday in MLS regular season game. And the only reason why Atlanta United was able to tie that game on Saturday was because Nashville took their starters out late in the last 10 minutes of the game. So Nashville still dominated that game. So Nashville, it's trending upward. Nashville is looking like that team that's getting ready to dethrone Atlanta. If Atlanta United is not careful within the next 5 years, Nashville looks like it's going to be that team to take the crown and become the new king, the new soccer king of the Southeast, if Atlanta United is not careful. New England NYCFC. New England NYCFC. Get used to hearing that. The US Open Cup is more important than the MLS regular season. Why? Because with the US Open Cup, you're not only going against MLS teams, you're also going against USL teams. So when you win the US Open Cup, it's bigger than a league championship. It's bigger than a regular season league championship. It's bigger than a league playoff championship. The US Open Cup represents the entire United States of America. It represents all major professional leagues in America. So when you win the US Open Cup, you are the national champion. You're not limited to just one league. You're not the champion for one league. You're the champion for multiple leagues in the United States of America. You are the MLS champion and the USL champion. For this game's sake, they need to show up. Whether they play 10 minutes, whether they play 15 minutes, 20 minutes, they don't have to play the whole game. But we need to see them. We need to see them going at it again. These are two of the biggest superstars in American soccer. Listen, the Seattle Sounders are the Continental Champions, the 2022 Continental Champions. And that didn't even get major headlines the following day. NBA playoffs was being talked about more. NFL draft, NFL free agency was being talked about more. Despite the Sounders making a big accomplishment for not only the MLS but the entire American soccer brand, the Sounders still didn't steal the national headlines. That just goes to show you a lot of people still don't care about American soccer. CONCACAF, you have to do a better job in realizing your role, in realizing your importance. Given such fierce punishment on Cavalier AS the way you did, that's uncalled for. The fierce punishment you gave to that Haitian club, Cavalier AS, that's uncalled for. Because CONCACAF, you know what that country is going through. You know the struggle that country is going through. So CONCACAF, you gotta understand your importance. You gotta understand that you have a bigger role to play. It's not only about football. It's not only about generating revenue for football. When it comes to certain countries, when it comes to this country in particular, CONCACAF, you have a bigger role to play. It's not only about business, it's about restoration. It's about restoration. Reviving people, reviving hope in a country that just needs some sign of hope. It's not only about business. So that's what I'm saying this time around. We are paying close attention to see if Violet will get their visas in time for the 2023 CONCACAF Champions League. We're going to pay close attention. And CONCACAF, you need to make sure they get their visas in time for the 2023 CONCACAF Champions League. It's your job to help them, CONCACAF. This is not only about business. You're restoring an economy. You're restoring a country. You're restoring a nation. So it's not only about business, CONCACAF. So CONCACAF, that's your homework. That's your job. Make sure that Violet AC have their visas in time for the next CONCACAF Champions League. We need to see Haiti in the next CONCACAF Champions League.